As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with a band around their knees, and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips. Now there's lateral strides with the band around their legs. These are further going to build strength in the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the knee. As they're striding, they're getting down in a small squat and going sideways. Again, you can add in increased dexterity by passing the ball back and forth to your athlete while they're doing it. And remember, these exercises are good both for your female and your male athlete. I suggest you videotape your athlete landing, focusing at the knee, so you can give them cues as whether or not they're landing in a safe position. Have them do it multiple times, and by doing the strengthening exercises and the muscle memory will build that they'll land in a much safer position. And you guys won't have to see me to do your ACL reconstructions. Good luck, and keep those exercises going.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Yeah, up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. Up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. Team going up. We on the up.
a presentation of BFA Sports.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from the Spartans campus at Holy Spirit for the Seagull Classic, the rich tradition of the Seagull Classic, 52 years, if I'm correct, in this incredible basketball classic starting off every year around January, the first of the year. Al Fisher for BFA Sports, along with my brother from another, Doug Stasic, will be filling in the blanks every once in a while as we bring you the Trenton Catholic Iron Mites.
Welcome to campus.
Yeah.
My old stomping ground.
Yeah. I was in the middle of talking, but that's good. Against the Paul VI Eagles. The Eagles holding a 5-game advantage of the last 5 games, beating Trenton Catholic. And they're looking to continue that streak, Doug. And we got Trenton Catholic coming in 1-5. However, coming off a big victory against Holy Cross Prep with a decisive 18-point victory. And we'll go right to the starting lineups as I'm talking too much at this point.
Doing perfectly fine. Our other BFA, Stevie Westcott, public address announcer, just went through the starting lineups here publicly at the beautiful campus of Holy Spirit High School, and
I got starting lineups for you.
This is going to be a good one.
For the Paul VI Eagles, we have number 4, Emmanuel Joe Samuel, number 5, Josh Eli, number 22, Isaiah Thomas, number 35, Pat Alemi, and number 0, Judah Hildago. Actually, I'm sorry, number 11, Chance Kershaw will be your starter. And for the Trenton Catholic Iron Mites, you have number 0, Javion Caesar Jones, number 2, Rasan Washington, number 5, Isaiah Gore, number 20, Bryson Whitfield, and number 4, that would be Kale Maxey Kale. And we're ready for the tip-off. And possession goes to Trenton Catholic. Top of the key, number 5, Isaiah Gore. Gives it off for Rasan Washington, dribbling off the top of the key. So back to Kale. Kale getting defensed well by Paul VI. Dishes out to the top of the key. Dribble drive to the basket. No good. Rebounded there by number 5, Josh Eli. Down to the court they go, and an easy chippy for Isaiah Thomas. Not that Isaiah Thomas, but this Isaiah Thomas, and a steal. Actually, not a steal underneath the court, almost a steal. And that one is tossed away. A turnover by Trenton Catholic. Possession goes to Paul VI Eagles.
Yeah, these two teams just feeling each other out when you're not really used to playing each other on a regular basis or in conference. Takes time to kind of do the little jab match, almost from a boxing standpoint.
Emmanuel Joe Samuel looks to drive to the basket. Steal there by number 20, Bryson Whitfield, down to the court, and an easy layup for number 5, Isaiah Gore. 2-2 your score early in this contest. Drive to the basket, a strong drive by number 4, Emmanuel Joe Samuel for the bucket. And pressure D coming on by Paul VI. Trenton Catholic looks to get it over the timeline. They do. And a three-pointer short. Rebounded there by Isaiah Thomas as he takes it up the court. Defended strongly by Javion Caesar Jones. Drive to the basket. Good drive, but contested there well by Trenton Catholic. And the basket is good. Good follow-up by number 5, Josh Eli. Trenton Catholic gets it over the timeline very well with an easy layup, but missed underneath the basket. Rebounded by Paul VI, and he looked to push it up the court. And number 5 with the basket, Isaiah Eli.
Basket for number 5.
They waste no time. Just good pressure and a good run. Transition basketball at its best. And looks like we got an 8-2 score, but I believe it was 8-4. So we might have to double check that with the scorers table.
I will call it 8-4 here on the with 5:53 left here in the first quarter.
Lots to talk over early in this one.
Again, Trenton Catholic, coached by Eric Eli, comes in 1-5, as I mentioned earlier. Came off a decisive win over Holy Cross Prep. PowerPoint 63-45 in a decisive win. Paul VI, coached by Tony Devlin. It's 4-4 coming in this contest. 0-2 in the Olympic. And they come into this game on a 3-game win streak, beating Hamilton West 56-41 and Notre Dame 60-43. We get back to live action.
All right, so they're rocking with the scoreboard at 8-2. So
all right.
I guess we'll make an adjustment here.
We're not the official scores table anyway, but
Here for entertainment
we're officially
purposes.
something.
Yeah.
And again, the pressure by Paul VI on the inbounds, and a kick ball there by number 11, Chance Kershaw. Another kick as we're now into soccer here at the campus of the Spartans.
Early on. You know, one of the things we've been seeing at the Seagull Classic as of late is these teams try to fill each other out per se. The score has been kind of light in early action.
Trenton Catholic basket by number 4, Kale.
And that was a basket by Kale. Maxie Kale makes the basket. Paul VI back on the offensive end. Up 8-4. Inside look. Back out to number 35, Patalemi, as he swings it around the point. Deep ball for 3, it's good.
3-point
By Emmanuel Joe Samuel.
Number 4, Emmanuel Joe Samuel.
Over the timeline comes Trenton Catholic. And a dribble drive to the basket. Good look inside, reverse, no good, but a foul on the floor.
Well, good take, hesitation move, goes up, goes under from the right-hand side, and you get a trip to the line.
Maxie Kale will go to the line. Foul is on Isaiah Thomas, number 22. First foul of the contest. Shooting foul, should be a 2-shot foul, and the first is no good by Kale. 11-4 your score. 3 minutes in. And that one's in and out. Fighting for the rebound and underneath. Nice job by Trenton Catholic. Back to Kale, and the basket is good. So, a 3-point play essentially, as the first free throw was made, and then the rebound on the second. And we're back on the offensive end for Paul VI. Deep ball for 3 is good for number 22, Isaiah Thomas. And I say jokingly again, not that Isaiah Thomas. Pressure again by Paul VI. Over the timeline they go. Good look inside. Could have got away with a walk, but the basket is good again by Kale.
Action with the latest bucket being Trenton Catholic's number 4, Kale Max.
A good ball movement by Paul VI. Again, key to this game, key to any open basket is good movement. You don't want to be stiff out on the floor, and a good jumper there by Emmanuel Joe Samuel. And again, pressure, defense, full court, and a foul is called on the floor. And it's called on number 22, Isaiah Thomas. His first, team second.
Fouls on number 22.
16-8 your score here with 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes to play. Again, Paul VI comes out in that full court press. Good look there underneath the basket, and they're beating this press well with easy baskets as Kale again scores. And a timeout on the floor with your score, 16-10 in favor of Paul VI.
Timeout by Paul VI.
We'll be back right after the short break. All right, we're back to live action here on the campus of Holy Spirit High School for the Seagull Classic. Again, the rich tradition of 50-plus years. A good look inside, but stolen there by Trenton Catholic, going the full floor. Misses the basket there by number 5, Isaiah Gore. And back comes Paul the Sixth. And a drive. Good defense there. It's a steal by number 2, and Cobbs, and he goes in. Nice basket by number 5, Isaiah Gore. And it's 16-12. Clock running with just over 3 minutes as Paul the Sixth takes it over the timeline. Drive to the basket, pull up, short jumper is good by Emmanuel Joe Samuel. Paul the Sixth not getting away from that pressure, and there it is. This type of pressure full court creates those turnover opportunities, and now Paul the Sixth has the ball.
Last Trenton Catholic.
Number 35, Pat Alemi, will take it out of bounds for the Eagles. So he gets it into Josh Eli. Eli swings it over to Emmanuel Joe Samuel. So they work the top of the key. Eli to Joe Samuel again, pulls up with the jumper, looks like a three-pointer, and it is a three-pointer. It's good. 21-12. As Paul the Sixth holds a 9-point lead. And a deep ball again by Trenton Catholic, long. Rebounded there by Emmanuel Joe Samuel. He'll look to run the floor. He pulls up for the three. Short. And rebounded underneath. And a foul. Chance Kershaw with a rebound. He's fouled on the floor. We'll get the number for you shortly.
All right, we can take a quick look at the game changer instant replay on this one. See him stay with it. And there's the contact.
And there's the foul on Maxie Kale. His first, team first, and the first is good by Chance Kershaw. Kershaw, second half of 2. Short, rebounded by Paul the Sixth. Deep ball for 3, short. Tip, no good. Fight under the basket. Man, what a fight it was by Josh Eli, but nonetheless, Trenton Catholic coming up with a fast break. Loose ball on the floor. And it's tied up. And the possession goes to Paul the Sixth.
Yeah, great job on the boards there. I mean, it went sky high off the glass. You almost thought for a second perhaps it touched one of the supports, but not the case.
Josh Eli battling underneath for this Paul the Sixth Eagles squad. Creating havoc. Again, Paul the Sixth now on the offensive end. Swinging the basketball. And do I have fast break by Trenton Catholic. The basket is good by number 0, Javion Caesar Jones. His first basket of the contest, and I'm going to be joined by Mr. Basketball himself, Mr. South Jersey Basketball himself, Stevie Westcott.
Good to be with you, buddy.
Oh, good to have you. Did you miss a turn? Did you miss a turn coming down?
I didn't miss a turn. I was here and actually did the first game.
You did it well.
I did it with Coach Paul Baruffi and former Ocean City Girls head coach Paul Baruffi. It was fun to do a game with him. Here we go.
All right. So that was Emmanuel Joe Samuel at the top of the key with the basket.
There we go.
And once again, fast break underneath, and the basket is good. Maxie Kale continues to put numbers on the board.
Yeah, really good transition basketball here. You're going to like this one. This one's going to be up-tempo from the first minute to the 32nd.
And it has been. Big pressure by Paul the Sixth on the defensive end as Josh Eli goes to the basket, out of bounds, and it stays on the offensive end.
A lot of really good athletes on the floor right now for both of these teams, and I apologize. Being the vice president of the organization that's running this thing, I'm getting pulled from about 50 different directions.
Oh, no, I was having fun with you, Steve. I know you were. You were working the scorer's table. Now you're back, so it's good to have you.
I was doing the book and announcing at the same time as the public dress announcer. I'm like, whoa, let me go back to my BFA people. I know they love me over there.
Oh, we love you. So far, great contest. 8-point lead by Paul the Sixth. And Josh Eli with the rebound. The tip. Looked like he got away with a foul there. He's underneath. He works inside. Shot no good. Rebounded by Trenton Catholic.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun, athletic, fast-paced game. A lot of athletes on the floor right here. Two of the top teams ranked in the state of New Jersey. Both of them are.
Great jive there by Tyler Hammond to finish that one off with only just under 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. And there's another nice drive again. Basket is good by Emmanuel Joe Samuel.
I'll tell you what, he's having a heck of a first quarter.
Well, that'll do it here for the first quarter on the campus of Holy Spirit, 26-18. Your Seagull Classic. We'll be right back here on BFA.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
26-18 your score in favor of Paul VI as they take on Trenton Catholic here from Holy Spirit High School at the Seagull Classic. Trenton Catholic with the basketball. Deep ball in the corner, short. Rebounded by Paul VI as they look to push it up. Drive down the lane, good dish. Actually, turnover by Paul VI. That's a turnover on Ed Cobbs.
Yeah, a little bit out of control there along the baseline. Ended up getting double teamed, kicked to the perimeter. Couldn't complete the pass.
Again, Paul VI looks to continue to put the pressure on full court on this Iron Mike squad. And again, right there at the top of the key, showing pressure.
Yeah, kind of a dead area there. You don't want to get trapped. You don't want to have the ball stop right there in midway between the half-court line and the baseline, right on the sideline.
Adiel Fred with a big block by Paul VI, but a foul called on the floor. So Cale Maxey, who unofficially looks like he's leading the scoring for Trenton Catholic, goes to the line for two. And the first is good.
Yeah, he definitely had a really good first quarter. Bunch of points in that corner, starting the second one off in the same direction.
Yeah, unofficially trying to call a game and have him for about 11, 12 points already in this contest. And that one's a long rebound. Josh Eli pushes it up the court, dishes off in the corner. Deep ball, no good. Might have been a foul there. Rebounded by number 10, and that is Adiel Fred.
Yeah, I'll explain further. You said there might have been a foul there. The responsibility of the defender is you have to allow the shooter to land. If you don't allow the shooter to land back on his 2 feet that he left with it, you interfered with his space, thus the foul.
Well, lighting up the scoreboard is Emmanuel Joe Samuel as he hits another basket. It's now 28-19 in favor of
He's one of the top leaders and the scoring leaders in the state of New Jersey, and he's going to have a big year for Paul VI.
Trenton Catholic looks to make something happen. Drive down the baseline. Up and no good. Good defense there by the Eagles, and they're pushing the ball back up over the timeline again. Here comes Josh Eli. And it looks like we got a walk at the top of the key by Torin Green. So turnover by the Eagles.
Point of emphasis for the officials is to make sure that the ball goes down first before the shuffle of the feet. It's been a point of emphasis for them, and they're calling it maybe even a little bit more than they should, but it's definitely going to get called. You got to emphasize getting the ball down first.
Every day they're shuffling. Look inside. Basket good. Once again, but at number 4, Maxie Kale with another basket.
Yeah, good job. Good rotation. Finish in the paint for 2. I'll tell you what, it's good to call a game with you because you're about the only one I know that would have came up with that in that moment.
Pull-up jumper once again. A little short by Emmanuel Joe Samuel. Followed there by Josh Eli. The basket is good.
Good offensive persistence on the offensive glass by Paul VI, staying active, getting a couple offensive rebounds, and eventually getting the putback. This game's going to be played up a bit at the rim, if not well above it.
Drive to the basket, no good by Javion Caesar Jones. Rebounded by Paul VI. And again, they look to push the ball up. Josh Eli from the top. And the basket is good as he bangs down a three.
Yeah, Paul VI really talented. They can do it inside or out on the perimeter.
All right, 12-point lead. We'll stay right here as Paul VI leads by 12 with 5:36 left here in the first half. And I got to tell you, Stevie, I'm going to need probably, what do they call them, a 5-hour energy? Because I think I'm losing along with this one.
Absolutely. There's 2 hour, there's 5 hour, there's all kinds. Let's go to thank one of our sponsors right here. Premier Orthopedics. Don't let back pain or knee strain keep you out of the game. With 8 locations throughout the South Jersey area, Premier Orthopedic will get you off the bench and back in the action. From discovery to recovery, now including physical therapy. Call or text the Premier team at 856-690-1616 for same or next day care.
You know what? You said get you off the bench. I never made it off the bench, but I didn't need Premier because I just didn't play well in basketball. I stunk.
No, you're fine. Your brother Michael could play, though.
He could play.
He could
definitely play.
I respect him for his game, that's for sure.
All right, back to action and some serious basketball here. Trenton Catholic again getting man-to-man pressure as they come up the floor. Good pressure there by number 20, Torrin Green.
Get it.
And it looks like there might be a foul on the floor.
It was great pressure until he got over-aggressive. Once Paul VI Cobbs came in to join the trap, which, I understand he wants to be aggressive and trap him, keep in the backcourt, but there was no one to throw the ball to. Even if the Trenton Catholic kid gathered it, you were on the verge of a 10-second call. So, unfortunately, the foul bailed Trenton Catholic out right there if you're a Paul VI fan.
All right, Tyler Hammond takes it out. Good pressure once again. Steal, or almost steal, by Paul VI. Recovered by number 11, Jules Davis, as they push it over the timeline. Drive to the basket. Looks inside. Almost turned over. Deep ball for 3. Good.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, after all the aggressiveness and the frustration in the backcourt, they come up to the front court, a good ball rotation, they get a good look at a 3, and down it went.
Well, you've seen it happen. The good look inside, and a block call, I believe, on the floor. See if the basket is good. Move forward with the block.
Nah, I think he's going to call it underneath.
Underneath, okay. But with this Paul VI pressure defense, full court pressure defense, it's opened up opportunities for Trenton Catholic to get down the court for easy chippies. But then again, Paul VI creating opportunities for themselves on turnovers.
Well, I'll tell you what, and this is a game, that's what's going to lead to this fast pace. That's going to lead to the tempo that both these teams want to get up and down the floor. Both these teams want the game in the 70s or 80s. And that's where it's headed as of right now. The tempo is just the way both teams like it.
And Cobbs in basketball they look inside. And shuffle the feet by number 10, ADL Fred.
Yeah, put the ball on the floor, needed one more dribble so he could gather himself in order to make a little baby hook or kick or a proper kick out to the perimeter. Unfortunately, picked the ball up one dribble too soon.
So turnover by Paul VI, and again they show that full pressure up court. And over the timeline comes Trenton Catholic.
Both Paul VI boys team and the girls team, really, really quality programs and good teams.
Again, a good look inside. Again, that pressure defense creating opportunities. Basket is good by number 20, Bryson Whitfield.
Yeah, well, Trenton Catholic was able to dribble through the trap. They were able to dribble through the trap. It created a 2-on-1 in the paint and a good decision and a good finish.
Paul VI looks to answer back. Up 7 points with a little over 4 minutes to play. Good drive by Josh Eli as the basket as good as he goes lefty. As the score goes to 35-26, 9-point lead back again for Paul VI.
Both of these teams certainly know how to finish.
And it's fast-paced. Basket is good by Isaiah Gore.
That's the way this one's going to be. This is a good one. This is a fun one for fans to watch. It's a fun one for both teams to play. Two top-notch teams out of the state of New Jersey.
Torrin Green getting pressured at the top. Looks inside, dishes back out. Josh Eli thought about shooting the 3. So he gets back to Torrin Green.
2-3 zone now being implemented by Trenton Catholic.
And the second walk called by Adil Fred, and he doesn't like the call.
Yeah, this is one of those games where kids are so athletic and things can be so questionable because of their athleticism.
Right.
Neither coach really is going to like a lot of the calls in here today, but referees are doing a really good job.
Quality referees here.
Quality
today.
referees, but and again, it's just tough. But they're nobody better than the refs they have here.
Yeah, Adil Fred showing some good pressure on Maxey, and a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Josh Eli as he looks to outlet. Torrin Green pulls up, thought about it, does not shoot. Eli showed he was going to take a three from deep, and the basket is good on the three-pointer by Eddie Cobbs.
Yeah, it was contested too. It's one thing to be a good shooter if you're in rhythm and wide open. It's another thing to knock down threes when it's contested. That was contested. It still went down.
Almost a 4-point play as that got a little body at the end, and a walk called on the floor. Coming back in is number 4, Emmanuel Joe Samuel. And look inside to Adil Fred as he shoots and a little strong there, but out of bounds as number 2, Rasan Washington couldn't handle it. So it's back over to Paul VI.
Yeah, rebounding responsibilities out of a zone defense are a lot tougher than they are out of a man-to-man defense. And right there, one of the responsibilities from Trenton Catholic just had to fight back to get his rebounding position. Couldn't do so, thus out of bounds off of him.
Torrin Green at the top of the key, dribbles it. Back over to Ed Cobbs. And a deep ball, a little long, but there's Adil Fred, and he's going to get fouled. Nice job boxing out by Adil Fred to get the rebound and draws the foul.
Okay, let's talk about one of our wonderful sponsors, Game Changer. All right, Game Changer replay. I apologize. Rebound by Fred, offensive putback, unable to go. Good job staying active on the offensive glass by Fred. Getting good position. Couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled. Misses the first. As a wonderful man back in the day, wonderful address announcer would say, but he's got another.
The zinc. And he makes the second. 40-28, 12-point lead by Paul VI. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter. That was the third foul by number 4, Maxey Kale for Trenton Catholic. So that'll be something on the mind of head coach Eric Elliott as they go to the second half. And a good drive to the basket by Tyler Hammond.
Handled the pressure out in the perimeter, was able to get by the defender once he got into the paint. We talked about how well and skilled both of these teams are at finishing at the rim. Another perfect example of it right there.
We got a good one here for you folks coming from Holy Spirit. Is that one short? And they're pushing it up the floor again. Tipped away by Ed Cobbs. So possession stays with Trenton Catholic.
Good hustle, good contest of the outlet pass. Because if not, Trenton Catholic had numbers on the other end if it was able to be completed. We almost had a fifth person at our media table here.
Another great drive again by Rasan Washington as he knocks that one down. It's now an 8-point game. The Eagles get it over the timeline. Adil Fred looking for it inside, does not get it.
We have 1:20 left in his first half, and our score right now is almost what the final score was of the game prior to this between Ocean City and Southern.
And I got to tell you, Southern really pushed back and made it a contest as they were down by about 11 at halftime. And that one's a little bit short as Emmanuel Joe Samuel missed the three-pointer. And it looks like it was a jump ball situation, so possession arrow goes back over to Paul VI. Look inside of Adil Fred. He's going to look to score. A little baby hook, no good. Gets his own rebound. And up and good.
Yeah, Fred fought the good fight right there. Really good job. Couldn't get his first opportunity to go. Hustles and fights to get his own offensive rebound, and the putback is good for 2. Drive
by Washington, they're saying now on the floor. Sean Washington fouled at the top of the key.
I think it is going to be on the shot. Yep, he's calling it on the
All right,
shot.
on the shot. So 2 for Rasan Washington. Just under a minute to play and a 10-point lead for the Eagles.
It's the third foul on number 22 for Paul VI.
Isaiah Thomas. Not that Isaiah Thomas, but this Isaiah Thomas.
The Isaiah Thomas that's here for Paul VI is probably taller than the other Isaiah Thomas. If he ever becomes even a quarter of the player that the real Isaiah Thomas is, he'll be all right.
Oh, he'll be just fine.
This Isaiah Thomas is about 6'5".
Basket is good. 8-point lead for Paul VI as Trenton Catholic cuts into the lead. A little over 40 seconds of play. Good look inside. Good hands. Knocked out of bounds by not by Ed Cobbs. That would be Rasan Washington. So possession stays with Paul VI. Coming into the game is number 11, Chance Kershaw.
This Trenton Catholic 2-3 zone has calmed themselves down defensively. They've been able to stay in front of the dribble drive of Paul VI, kind of forcing them more to the perimeter and being able to contest the shot opportunities that Fred has had.
Oh, off the hands of Kershaw as he wasn't ready for that one. And a turnover for Paul VI going back to Trenton Catholic. A little over 30, just under 30 seconds, I should say, left. Trenton Catholic brings it over the timeline. Fred looks to defend a little, man, there, a big height difference between the two. Oh, drive to the basket. Oh, got away with a foul. Looked like he got him on the arm. But there is a foul on the floor called.
Trenton Catholic bench wanted it on the first drive opportunity. Came along the right baseline. Let's see our game changer replay right here. Trenton Catholic takes a dribble drive along the baseline. Paul VI comes over, and that's the foul they originally wanted, but a good offensive rebound position obtained on the weak side. Thus the offensive rebound couldn't finish. Drew the foul, makes the first.
That foul was on number 4, Emmanuel Joe Samuel. First is good. 42-35 as the lead now cut to 7. And the second is good by Isaiah Gore as he makes both ends. Josh Eli brings it over the timeline for Paul VI. Over to Kershaw. Back up to Emmanuel Joe Samuel. He's thinking about shooting. He does. He pulls up for the two-pointer. And the two-pointer is good. And that'll do it for the first half. Here from Holy Spirit High School for the Seagull Classic. 44-36 your score. Paul VI over Trenton Catholic. We will go to a break and be right back here on BFA.
As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with a band around their knees and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips. Now there's lateral strides with the band around their legs. These are further going to build strength in the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the knee. As they're striding, they're getting down in a small squat and going sideways. Again, you can add in increased dexterity by passing the ball back and forth to your athlete while they're doing it. And remember, these exercises are good both for your female and your male athlete. I suggest you videotape your athlete landing, focusing at the knee so you can give them cues as whether or not they're landing in a safe position. Have them do it multiple times, and by doing the strengthening exercises and the muscle memory will build that they'll land in a much safer position. And you guys won't have to see me to do your ACL reconstructions. Good luck and keep those exercises going.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Yeah, up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. Up. We on the up. Up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. Team going up. We on the up, we on the
play on AAU.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Girls, we up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. Team going up. We on the up. We on the
All right, we're back here at Holy Spirit for the Seagull Classic. What was an 8-point lead for Paul the Sixth is now cut down to 3, as tenacious defense by Trenton Catholic has now made this a 56-53 contest, partner.
Yes, sir. Good run there at the end of the third. And I mentioned it a couple times. Trenton Catholic's too good to go away. It doesn't matter who they're playing. When you have two of the top teams in the state of New Jersey going at it the way these two are, this one's going to go down to the wire.
Daniel Fred with a good rebound underneath, and it looks like there is a foul. Probably a non-shooting foul on the floor. Foul is on number 11 for Trenton Catholic, and that is Jules Davis, his first. I want to remind everyone there will be game number 3 of, I believe, an 8-game schedule, right, Stevie?
Yes, sir. Let's talk about real quick. Let's go through the next set of games coming up. We have St. Thomas Aquinas versus Camden Eastside, Elizabeth High School versus Mainland, Regional High School, Salem versus Cherokee, Atlantic City renews their rivalry with Linden High School, St. Augustine Prep, Toms River North, and Nightcap, Holy Spirit, and Pleasantville in the War of Route 9.
And while you were mentioning that schedule, Emmanuel Joe Samuel with another bucket, another outlet pass and a turnover, easy layup for number 51. And again, I wish I had his name, but I don't have it on the rosters.
Yeah, we have to apologize a little bit for that. The Trenton Catholic team came in and we don't have 51
for Paul the Sixth.
Yeah,
that's all right. Good drive there by Tyler Hammond as he connects. 5-point lead for the Eagles. And there's Hammond again, short. Once again, Fred with tough rebound underneath, and a foul. Looks like it's going to be on him on a loose ball.
Yeah, game of runs right here, right? You saw at the end of the third quarter, Trenton Catholic make their run and cut it to 3. Beginning of this quarter so far, first couple buckets are Paul the Sixth. Now Trenton Catholic comes back, cuts it to 5. It's going to be that way, and it's going to come right down possibly to the team that has the ball last.
Yeah, and it could come down to it.
Let's hope.
Could we go to overtime?
Don't even bring that up today to me, bud. As you know,
I did it on purpose.
As you know, I'm the vice president of this organization. We have 8 games today. That's a word today. I mean, don't get me wrong. It means the game's a great game, but it means I'm here till about 1 a.m. and
basket is good. However, it looked like Maxey might have gotten away with a little turnover of the ball. There goes Fred to the basket. No good. Up the top. Deep ball. Short. Rebound underneath. Out of bounds. Going back to Trenton Catholic.
Yeah, jump shot contested. Fred wishes he had the one back underneath the basket. That's the one that Fred and Paul the Sixth wish they had back because he was there unscathed. Couldn't get it to go. And then on the jump shot, really well contested by Trenton Catholic's defense. They're rewarded for their defense here by obtaining the possession back.
And pressure D by Paul the Sixth. Almost creates a turnover there as they just about to speak too soon. Now finally get it over the timeline. Maxey, good. Crossover move, short on the shot. Rebounded there by number 22, Isaiah Thomas.
That's a Division I crossover right there.
And Paul the Sixth back on the offensive end. Emmanuel Joe Samuel with a drive to the basket, no good. Follow-up, no good by Fred. Paul the Sixth keeps it down the offensive end. Look inside, easy layup.
Good hustle,
Fred.
Good hustle basketball. Hustle usually gets you a good outcome, and it did right there for Paul the Sixth with the finish by Fred at the rim.
5-point lead for the Eagles of Paul the Sixth. We melt down the 5 minutes left in this contest. Look underneath. At the top of the key, deep ball off the back of the rim by Tyler Hammond. And a foul on the floor, it looks like. On number 5, Isaiah Gore. And a team in the bonus as it's 7 fouls for Trenton Catholic.
Yeah, that's going to help Paul the 6 down here, especially if they can make a few of these.
Isaiah Thomas on a one-on-one, makes the first. 63-57, a little over 5 minutes to play.
Making the free throws, extending the lead here.
Thomas has been playing with 3 fouls in this contest, has not had one since, so one of the starters for Coach Tony Devlin, hanging in there and makes the 2.
Yeah, really, Paul the 6th is really, really good. I mean, they're really good anyway, but they're really good when both he and Fred are on the floor together.
Long ball by Tyler Hammond, no good, out of bounds. Off of Paul the 6th, it'll stay here on the offensive end for Trenton Catholic.
We talked about Isaiah Jones with that 6'5" frame. Athletic, jumps out of the gym.
Maxey takes the inbounds. Back to the top to Jules Davis. And a good drive short and a foul called. Foul on number 20, Torin Green. It'll be a 2-shot foul. So Bryson Whitfield will go to line for 2.
Yeah, I think Eli thought the foul was on him. He's like, no, I didn't get him, but actually came from the player coming from the paint, came in and got a piece of the arm, and thus the foul.
And the first one is good by Bryson Whitfield. Coming in the game for Tyler Hammond is Javion Caesar Jones.
I'm sitting at the media table here. I'm looking across at the scores table and a little uncertain of what's going on over there because, unfortunately, they just handed the president of our organization, my buddy Johnny Rodeo, a microphone.
All right, well, is that going to be trouble?
It's not going to be trouble, but he has a lot of fun with it, I can tell you that.
All right, timeout on the floor, and we'll stay right here. So I think Mr. Stevie Westcott might have something for you. One of our sponsors.
We'd like to thank our sponsors. Let's go with the RK Chevrolet, Kia, and Subaru. Make a fast break with a short drive to the RK Auto Group in Vineland. Jim G and his championship team will make you feel like an MVP when buying your new car or Chevrolet, Kia, or Subaru because RK does it right.
They do it right, Mr. Jim G. One of the best in the community.
Absolutely.
Not only does a great job with.
Absolutely. We talked about it a little bit in the first game. What a great man. Certainly does a lot for BFA sports and the high school student athletes, and not only just student athletes, but everyone in the community.
Proud to be a sponsor. Proud to have him as a sponsor and as a partner.
Great to be partnered with.
All right, so recap: 64-59, 5-point lead for Paul the 6th. Stevie, what does Trenton Catholic have to do? Anything different than what they're doing right now?
They have to, well, I don't know. I mean, they have to just dot I's and cross some T's defensively. Maybe, get a little bit more help side defense to stop some of those dribble penetration lanes that Paul the 6th seems to be finding and hitting and getting to the rim. And offensively, they need to, make sure they share the ball a little bit and get some good looks and try to knock some down. See if they can recoup from this 5-point lead or 5-point deficit that they currently have.
Paul the 6th looking to add to that as they cross the timeline. Josh Eli on the wing. Looks inside and back out to Torin Green. Emmanuel Joe Samuel back to Torin Green on the wing. Pressure defense by Trenton Catholic.
Interesting concept here out of this zone. It's a little bit more of a matchup when the ball gets to the wing. Trenton Catholic just gave a little bit of a trapping look on the wing because that is a tough area.
Obviously looking to create turnovers, but you know what? Showing patience by Paul the 6th. As he continues to swing the ball, deep ball by Eli is good.
It's a good look. It's good basketball. The ball goes to the short corner, halfway between the block and the sideline on the baseline. The zone collapses. On the collapse, the kick out. Eli knocks it down.
Paul the 6th melts almost a minute off the clock during that offensive end, and a foul on the floor as they knock down the 3 to extend this lead by 8.
Have to apologize to our executive producer here. I got so animated with that last call, I think I might have given him a little forearm.
Oh, no, you can give plenty to him. Just keep giving him.
Forearm shiver right
No,
there.
give him the shiver.
Have a lot
Or the shimmy shake.
Have a lot of Italian in me. I'm using my hands and arms here to call a play.
All right, great defense by Samuel as he looks to take it all the way. Looks inside to Eli. The basket is good.
Wonderful way to play basketball. Pressure defense, create the turnover, let that lead to your offensive transition, fast break style, finish at the rim.
Look at Joe Samuel with the defense at the top of the key. Shot no good. Rebound. Foul. Looks like an over-the-top call on number 22, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
it is indeed over the top.
Yep, Isaiah Thomas battling for the rebound. Unfortunately, didn't obtain Didn't obtain a legal box-out position, therefore had to go over the back.
That's Thomas's fourth foul, team's fifth, so no one-on-one yet. Paul the Sixth doing a nice job of keeping the hands of themselves. And the basket is good by Bryson Whitfield underneath. 8-point lead held by the Eagles as they cross the timeline with just over 3 minutes to play.
Man-to-man defense now. Trenton Catholic comes out of the zone, manning up against Paul VI.
And a good pull up there. Good follow by Eli as the basket is good.
Yeah, number 0 for Trenton Catholic.
Javion Caesar-Jones.
Ended up hitting the floor. I think he was trying to draw an offensive foul, but when he did and he didn't get the call, he gave away the rim. And Paul VI is not a team you want to give the rim away to.
10-point lead for the Eagles, just under 3 minutes to play. As the Iron Mikes look to battle back, down 10 points with time melting away. And they need to start looking for shots here as they penetrate underneath. Good scoop and basket by Javion Caesar-Jones.
There's been a lot of crafty finishes in this contest. That is certainly one of them right there. It's from the wing, dribble penetration, takes him in, dips under the defender, gets it to go.
And here come the Iron Mikes again. Shot no good. Good rebound by Josh Eli. Torrin Green looked to possibly send an outlet pass, and we've got a call on the floor. I believe a timeout.
Yeah, right in the middle of a fast pace. They had an entry into the block looking to score, but coach called the timeout first.
And I believe the timeout is for Paul VI. And I think you might have another sponsor read for us, Stevie.
Delaware Bluecoats. See the future of the Philadelphia 76ers today in Wilmington. The Delaware Bluecoats on the NBA G League have been the home of your favorite Sixers like Paul Reed for years. Make the fast break to www.bluecoats.team to get your coats on with the lower level seats for only $14.
That is an absolutely beautiful arena. Been there several times. And a good basketball team there in the Bluecoats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good quality basketball. You're looking at pro basketball there, Stevie.
Yeah, absolutely. Sixers got some quality young kids.
Yep.
All looking to come up and make a name in the big league for them, and that's a very good way and a very affordable way to certainly go see the future of the 76ers. I've been telling our executive producer Doug Stasic that I'd like to get down there with him one night. I know schedules are crazy, mine as well as BFA's, but I'm looking forward to trying to get down there if I can.
Oh, absolutely. You should. It's a good time. Good basketball, good quality basketball seen by all. So 2:15 left here in this contest. 71-53, favor of the Eagles of Paul VI. I said 53, I meant 63. It's an 8-point lead. But that always makes me nervous when I go back to the timeline and it's getting dicey.
Well, if you catch it on your offensive side, it's going to be a backcourt.
It's going to be a backcourt.
You have to know where you're at on the floor. You're right.
But Torrin Green did a nice job of adjusting, so no backcourt call. As Paul VI on the offensive end with just 2 minutes left to play. And a walk by number 51 at the top. And a turnover for Paul VI, so Trenton Catholic looks to cut this lead to 6.
Tell you what, we mentioned the games that are coming up following this one. We have some treats for you. St. Thomas Aquinas, Camden Eastside is going to be another real athletic game just like this one. 2 quality teams, top teams in the state of New Jersey. Then after that, Phil Colicchio and Elizabeth High School come in, and he's treat. Boy, I'll tell you what, he's a great, great coach. And he certainly gets a lot accomplished with his Elizabeth High School team. Plus, he's fun to watch over there on that sideline, I can tell you that.
How about Javion Caesar-Jones battling underneath to cut this lead to 6? Torrin Green dishes it out to Eli, short on the basket. Good rebound there by Isaiah Thomas as he gets it out. And here comes Emmanuel. A little strong on the basket. Battle underneath. And the ball stays on the offensive end for Paul VI.
Yeah, the size and the athleticism of Paul VI really having an effect on the offensive glass right there. I mean, between Fred and Eli and Isaiah Jones just getting up and crashing the boards.
This one getting a little tight with 1:15 left. Paul VI in possession. Looking to extend this lead to 8. Oh, a steal, almost a steal. As that one goes out of bounds and off our equipment. And I believe everybody's okay. We're still alive over here.
The people are okay. The question is our equipment.
Missy Stasic doing a yeoman's job over there. She's working the switcher very well. Making it easy for you, Stevie.
Yeah, listen, I need everybody to help me that can.
And a great look. Turin Green with an easy basket for Paul VI. And here comes Trenton Catholic with a three-pointer deep, and it's good. Isaiah Gore knocks down the 3. Timeout quickly called by Trenton Catholic. 5-point lead with 50 seconds left in this contest.
Yeah, that's a really good answer right there. Paul VI has done a really nice job, and from the 3-minute mark on in, right? It was a 5-point game at that point when we came back from break,
right?
And from a quick break, and Paul VI has done a really nice job to get this to 10. And you know, that's a good answer right there to come back, transition basketball, quick 3, quick timeout by the coach. That's a good call as well. And here we are back to a 5-point game, but we're under a minute now.
So what are you thinking Coach Eric Elliott is telling his Trenton Catholic squad right now, especially down 5 points and only 50 seconds left in this contest?
Well, the first thing is you obviously you need to go for a steal now. You're down 5, which is 2 possessions, not 1. You know, if I'm him, I try to see if I can get a turnover in the backcourt. If I can, if not, then once they get it into the front court with the lack of time that they do have, they're going to have to commit a foul and send Paul VI to the line and see if they can miss a free throw and help Trenton Catholic out if you're a Trenton Catholic fan.
Paul VI has done a nice job of breaking the press, beating the pressure, and scoring easy baskets. Same thing with Trenton Catholic, but you're going to see a full court press here, I'm sure, Stevie.
Absolutely, and again, they're going to try to get a steal in the backcourt. Once the ball gets over the half-court line or the timeline, if they can't get the steal by then you're going to see them commit a foul probably, unless transition basketball dictates otherwise.
Great break there. Almost stolen by Trenton Catholic as the Eagles maintain possession.
Here comes the foul. Yeah. They're trying to foul, but you got to take one is what the bench is telling them.
Great job by Paul VI, and go! Big dunk by Josh Eli.
They were so aggressive in attempting to come to the ball and commit a foul. They never got the foul accomplished and left the weak side completely wide open for Eli, who jammed it home with 2 hands.
7-point lead for the Eagles as time is waning. Foul on the floor.
Foul number 4.
Number 4, Cale Maxey with the foul. I believe that is his 4th. And Emmanuel Joe Samuel will go to the line.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I got it over half court. When you got it over half court, you have Trenton Catholic. You wanted to commit the foul right away because if you get into the position where you're chasing the basketball as they did, sometimes you never run it down. And if you don't, that weak side side of the floor being left wide open is what the result of it was.
So one-on-one situation. So first one's up and short. Rebounded by number 20, Whitfield, as he gets it down the court quickly. Shot deep for 3, no good. Rebounded by Eli.
Yeah, you can put this one in the books now.
This one is over. Great basketball game between Trenton Catholic and Paul VI, and that will do it. 75-68 is your score. Game number 2 in the book, so I believe we have 6 more to go today.
That's all.
That's all?
That's all.
Are you ready to go?
Sure.
All right, well, we'll be right back here. Stay right here on BFA.
The opening tip-off of each game is like new life.
It is new life. Just get a quick 5-hour energy, and you're ready to rock and roll, baby. All right, we'll see you here for game number 3 right here on BFA.
Take on Camden East